Hey everybody, you're watching Banter City. Wish you all a happy new year. And today I want to talk about this book, Richer, Wiser, and Happier by William Green. So, later this December, I was reading this book, and if I were even able to incorporate 1% of what I learned from this book, my life would change tremendously. And so would yours. So, this book talks about legendary investors, all and some brilliant minds and characters across the investing world from multiple decades, how they succeeded, and the principles that they use to make their investment careers and their lives great. So there's a lot of popular famous investors lined up in this book which William Green talks about, but there's one lesser known, or not much, I would say, not much talked about investor I want to discuss, and that's Tom Gayner. Tom Gayner, or Thomas Gayner, is the CEO of Markel Corporation, and this guy is not like most other investors you hear about. So most people are like, smart. These all of these investors, the top dogs, have some edge where they are really good, where they're extremely good. But Tom Gaynor is kind of like a really good. He does his job really well, and his idea is to be directionally correct and not perfect. He tries to be a satisfier and not an optimizer. And he advocates making incremental changes in lives that are sustainable. So you don't have to hit a home run. You can just go keep chipping in singles, and then when the moment comes, you can swing hard. And then he talks a lot about reinvestment dynamic. So if suppose a company does well, it'll generate a lot of profits, and there is a dilemma that is with every CEO, whether what to do with the extra cash, whether to reinvest or to give it away to shareholders. So the best managers, the best CEOs, they are great reinvestors. If you look at Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett has constantly made the firm grow larger and larger through his valuable reinvestment skills. And such companies become dependable compounding machines. This is a great idea. So, your goal in the markets is to identify founders who are great at identifying opportunities and spotting trends and sticking to it. That way, even when things keep changing, these guys will adapt and reinvest their capital accordingly so as to propel their organizations forward. That'll make them much more dependable. And then there's always going to be fads in every market cycle, and you don't keep chasing them. You just hold on to your horses, and there's going to come a time when your horse will be number one. So no matter how much hard you uh, research, and how strong your thesis is, it's always good to ask, what if I'm wrong, before making any investment. That'll keep your hubris in check. It's always good to consider the bear case before committing. And this guy is one of the things I like about this guy. He just shuns perfection. He doesn't care. All he cares is making little improvements on a consistent basis, which is extremely sustainable for anyone to do. So, if you're doing something, if you're taking part, say if you're doing your work, if you're reading, just try to make it a little better. Just ask yourself, how can I make this a little better, and do it. And then when you look back after, say, 50 days or 100 days, you will see the little incremental contributions adding up to something significant. And when you look at a lifetime, that really gives a huge edge over the rest of the world. So, when it comes to investing, as everybody says, you don't have to dance with all the ladies. And you cannot, you don't have that much capital. You can just allocate in through your style of investing, and make sure you maintain a do not do list so that you don't step into territories where you're not knowledgeable. It's always good to know knowledge, but again, it's extremely important to stick to your circle of competence and just be directionally right, keep doing the right things, and avoid the wrong things. So that was Tom Gayner's lessons. Again, Tom Gayner teaches us that you don't have to be a superstar to make it to the Hall of Fame. You can just be a regular Joe, but make sure you are heading towards the right direction, you are directionally correct, and you keep on improving a little bit every day. So that was it, guys. You can read William Green's Richer, Wiser, Happier book. It's amazing book. There's a lot more investment pundits and smart people. Their journeys are covered there, so you can read the book and learn a lot. That was all from me for today. Cheers, guys.